133. $93. Mike to require 124.
One treble combo. He's got the treble to the 14 segment. He's got another double 11.
102. Going required 40.
Well, Mike de Decker having to pull out all the stops there to try and consolidate that early breaker throw, but as it is, Gerwyn Price can step in now on double 10 and level things up. Not quite there, Gezi, just moving over slightly to the right-hand side and moving over to good effect as well.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
There has been a huge wave of support for Gerwyn Price so far this weekend in his first two matches against Jan van Veen and the last date in Budapest in the back end of 2023.
Bullseye in.
139. Mike to require 130.
Bullseye.
130
taken out for de Decker, who hits back straight away, and Gerwyn Price, I don't think can quite believe that. But the crowd find their voice again. What a dart from Mike de Decker, and what a moment for the crowd as well. Two apiece, and on we go. Just bubbling up nicely now, this one.
I mean, you mentioned Mike de Decker hasn't exactly been winning a load of games at the start of this year. He has changed darts manufacturer. He's got some new darts, which he's been saying all through this weekend. He hasn't quite got to grips with. Now the fact he's just... Can he do it again?
46.
Prepare for a bit of noise if this one goes.
30. Going requires 78.
But it's just sighs of anguish for the crowd as Gerwyn Price looks at 20 for tops for another break of throw. This would be a second break for Gerwyn Price and a 4-3 lead, and he can't take advantage.
Mike requires 60.
A massive let-off for Mike de Decker, and the crowd find their voice once again.
Game from the seventh leg.
My goodness me, that was close, but he gets away with it.
Gives him a little cushion.
$57.
Yeah, and what it does, it just gives him that reassurance about that ability to hold throw as well, and he knows if it does go down to the wire, he will be holding, or looking to hold again in the decider if it goes that far. Won't need to be too aggressive if he does find another treble 20. Will he go for it? I don't think so. He did go for it. 170. The crowd wanted it. Mike de Decker stared down the barrel. Didn't need to be aggressive, but my goodness me, it's really got the crowd going, and it's got the crowd dreaming of a Belgian semi-finalist on home soil.
He couldn't help himself, could he? Not here, not in front of this lot. Sneaking it into the bullseye.
Well, Gerwyn Price fighting for his life out there. But look at this from Mike de Decker. Where's he going to go? Single 18 to lead 32. No, sorry, 52. It will be 32 if he gets the chance. He'll take out that single 20. But will Gerwyn Price afford the chance? Yes, he will.
78.
He's already made some history here in Belgium, Mike de Decker, to take another step in the tournament. The real deal's missed two for the match.
Going to require 36.
And he's missed them on double 16, which has been kind to him so far. Price, double 18, inside for double 9. And Mike de Decker will return. Two match starts have come and gone.
32.
And he's got three more clear opportunities to book his place in the semi-finals.
Never before we've seen a Belgian on home soil reach the quarters. And now he's in the semis! Mike de Decker takes out Gerwyn Price, the only Euro Tour winner in this half of the draw. The Belgian dream might be coming true, and it might be coming true for Mike de Decker.
Championship, a major title under his belt. He felt there was a danger of having a tag harshly applied to him. But it was a really good response,
60.
and yeah, just got down to business, got back on the practice board for a few days, headed to Milton Keynes, and just let the hard work take over.
That's what Peter Wright has taught the darting world when he lost the Premier League in 2017. Next thing he plays in, he wins it. Get back on the horse. Get
100.
back as soon as possible. Don't dwell.
Rush to require 146.
Well, Ross Smith has the break of throw, but very much in danger of being broken back straight away.
Stephen, you require 104.
I guarantee you that Stephen's not going to go the same way as Johnny Clayton did in his 11-leg thriller with Dirk van Dijvenbode this afternoon, and that doesn't help.
No, far from it. And yeah, Bunting's going to have to watch his step. I mean, Bunting's played really well this weekend.
56.
Tough draw, actually. Watamaina and then Daryl Gurney, who put in the performance of the day on day one. 2 bites at tops, though, for Smith for a 2-0 lead.
36.
Yeah, the finishing has been a little bit off so far. Early stages, admittedly. Long day, very warm on stage once again. So perhaps understandable in the early throws of this one. But Bunting is labouring as well, but he finds double 10, and it is an instant break back, and it's 1 apiece. And yeah, Ross Smith looking a little bit disappointed with that one.
Stephen, you require 145.
Done really well to salvage that, actually, and he might still win this leg. But Stephen Bunting, well, we talked about his prospects on the 3-figure combinations, the 3-figure checkouts earlier. This ain't going to happen.
Ross to require 105.
Seen a lot of people recently going bull on this shot. I'm not sure Ross is a subscriber.
18s. Gets 3, needs 2 more.
69. Stephen, you require 52.
Maybe this is where this game's going to be won and lost. In these single to double combinations. We've had a 66 from Ross Smith. We've just had a 52 from Bunting.
Stephen Bunting.
17 darter. Pretty much par for the course in this game.
Well, 2 breaks to start things off. 3 holes of throw since then. Ross Smith had a dart at double 18 there for a 3-2 lead, and that would have been a second break of throw. As it is, on we go, and still we wait for somebody to blink, really. I mean,
58.
Neither player has been totally convincing on the finishing. 2 from 8 for Smith, 3 from 7 for Bunting. It is, I mean, there's a lot at stake here. Let's not lose sight of that.
Well, the good thing about this game for both of them is that it's not about money. It's not about rankings. It's about opportunity. It's about getting to the semi-finals. To try and stop De Decker to get a title.
6 perfect darts already. I'm not getting too carried away, but I might be now, because that is 7. Ooh, and he went the 15s, 18s route, which is interesting.
Do you know what? The last time he hit a 9-darter on the European Tour, he lost the game. Maybe it's a good thing he missed that.
My goodness me, just look at that. It's fractions away, but in terms of numbers, it's quite a significant chunk off, isn't it?
119.
Well, it's a good attempt, and he may well come away with a 10-darter, because Bunting's on 384, and Ross Smith is, well, for the first time, he's raised a smile in this match. He is beginning to show signs of being relaxed. He's been fully focused and quite steely-eyed and determined looking, but that's just broken the ice a little bit with this one. But this would be a 10-darter, and by far and away he's actually split it anyway, so an 11-darter double 8, and that will do nicely. He was an absolute street ahead of Stephen Bunting in that one, and that was important for Smith, because he had a chance for the break of throw in the previous leg, could have gone 3-2 up, and that was important that he didn't sort of dwell on that too much.
Recovery, like you said, but also staying strong in mind, even when you're not playing your best.
22.
He'll think he's coming back, but
167.
Ross has had a plethora of big finishes this week.
But he can't pull out a big finish when perhaps he needed one the most.
97.
Now, Stephen Bunting
you require 40.
has missed 7 darts at a double in this match. If he misses 3 more, Smith's eyes will light up, but he won't. Look at that, absolutely bang on the money, dead centre in that double 20 bevel. And he's been unsuccessful once more. Well, both players averaging well under 90 now, and it's no surprise, but I don't think they will care one jot about that. It's all about getting that sixth leg on the scoreboard. And advancing. Problems for Bunting with the shoes. He keeps on fiddling at the back of at the front of the stage with his footwear. Not totally comfortable. Not sure what's going on there.
Might have had something just sneak into his shoe. Maybe a little pebble or something like that. Just trying to get rid of it. But
52.
There's a thorn in his side, and his name is Ross Smith. Double 16. An awkward 8.
Game shot in the 10th leg.
Apparently not.
Ross Smith.
We go the distance.
11th and final leg. It's Stevens to throw.
Now this is an interesting leg, isn't it? One leg shootout to go to the semi-finals for the opportunity to be thrown to the Wolves. And still on one big treble per visit. Stephen needs something.
97.
And it's like the crowd have been hypnotised into this one as well. They just can't take their eyes off it, and consequently there's just a calm serenity about this arena. It will burst into life sooner or later. But for now,
100.
it's just about who will get into position. Ross Smith is down to a finish first on the Bunting throw as well. So he will get an opportunity to at least try and set up one dart at a double.
He's got 4 trebles in this leg. 3 treble 20s and a treble 19.
133. Ross require 170.
Should give him a match start. 60 or 57. There's his treble. There's his single.
And the big question now is, can he find the double for a 6-5 special for Ross Smith? He saves the best to last. It is a 15-darter, as we suggested it might well be. Such fine margins coming into play in that one, but it is Ross Smith, the former European champion, who just about gets the better of Stephen Bunting and keeps himself on course for a first ever European Tour title.
Screams patience. Littler's not going to be running in circles here. He's going to have time at the back of the stage to churn.
35.
And he's going to have to stay patient. He was up against someone of his age and pace. He would gladly get dizzy for about 20 minutes. But he's dizzy in a different way against Chizzy because he's down by 2.
Lecot Belgian 170.
He'll go for it, won't he? He'll go for it. He'll go for it. And he'll take it out as well. I've got 2 words for Dave right now. After that, somebody has just done that. Second one of the night.
82.
Well, Littler's delivered, but Dave Chisnall to go 2 up and 2 away. 17 and tops. Oh, he's missed a big number. Silly play, Chiz.
42.
That's the messy dart he's been talking about.
66.
When it creeps in, Dave's talking to himself in a different way.
42.
Oh, he doesn't get the bounce off the dart.
Dave require 40.
Chizzy's on tops for another 2-leg advantage. 3 clear darts at the double. He can afford a messy dart or 2, as long as one of them's good.
That one is good. That one's great. So
Luke Littler, if he is to defend his title, must win 4 of the next 5 legs. Now, when he was in a spot of bother against Luke Woodhouse earlier, he put on the afterburners. But it feels like he's already pushed that pedal in this game. Tour event in Belgium and gets to the quarterfinals. He doesn't lose for the rest of the day. Quarterfinals, perfect. Semis, perfect. Finals, perfect. Doesn't care that he's playing Littler. Quarterfinals for him have got good memories. Well, look, Dave Chisnall had won a couple of Euro Tour titles, but he got a few years without winning one at all until we came here for the first one, and that started this run. Got 1 here that year. The following year picked up another 3. Then it was 2 last year. He's looking to kick off 2025 with 1 here. His win rate is 70% since that first Belgian one on all Euro Tours. And that's winning you lots of titles, as he has shown.
167.
Doesn't add to his tally of 2 tumblers checkouts in the tournament.
70.
One of them in this game. Littler goes for bull on 70, of course. It works. We can talk all the time about how he got there, but he got there. But now a break is needed, otherwise Chisnell will be favourites to make the semis again in Belgium. Precarious. But who cares when you can miss it and still get the treble?
47.
That's an unbelievable 134. What are you fancying? Treble
84.
Yeah, absolutely right. Double 15. He has been leaving that double 15 all weekend. It's not always worked for him, but it does there. He's got the break, and Luke Littler is now a couple of holes away. Things can change. It's just dropped off, and yes, he's been taking his chances, but he's not going to get many if he's getting overpowered in the scoring phase of the legs. Littler's is starting to climb. He's going to stay there, try and leave double 4, is he? No, of course he's not.
101.
Starting to feel like the nuke is a case study of what he could potentially do. There's lots of reasons why that little route's smart. Could have played with 20, he's got 179's an awkward one. This is less awkward. Double 12. Littler leads, 14 darter. This is not a mind-blowing burst from Littler. It's 15 darter, 14 darter, 14 darter. He has indeed. And 14, 14, 15 is just a little bit better than his average overall in the match, which keeps going up.
96.
What does he want to do from here then? What are you after? What do you want?
100.
What do you think he wants, Dan? He wants to defend the title and en route maybe do what Dave's done in this tournament as well.
439.
Luke Littler.
141.
3 darts away from the win, 3 darts away from yet another 9 darter. He is not going to produce it. He's not safe yet. Just imagine if Chizzy gets a max here. Well, even a 1 treble visit will put him within striking distance. Shake of the head from Littler. He wanted to end it right there.
58. Luke 191.
And there's been too much of that from Chizzy in the last few legs. He's 82, treble 14.
39.
Can you imagine the scenes if Dave was to take us all the way with this? 19s needs 6. Only gets 4.
90.
And now the guillotine is hanging over Chizzy in Belgium. Luke Littler, the defending champion, remains unbeaten here in Wieze. Chizzy is beaten, and Littler, the only winner of this title left standing in this year's tournament. He is through to the semis, 2 wins away from retaining this title. Visit. His second of this match.
81.
Yeah, and all of a sudden,
86.
that little mini burst has just put him in position. Okay, it's on the wave throw, but 54 for 32. Inside for double 8 once again.
78. Johnny Rick 128.
Always looked difficult, that lie, didn't it, to follow it with another.
88. James Rick 8. Gash on the third leg, James Wade.
A 22-dart
Fourth
holder
leg, Johnny
throw.
to throw first, game on.
In the way that Johnny was in control of the previous leg. 20 for Topsy.
Works out quite nicely in a way for James Wade.
41.
Yeah, because had he missed inside, it would have left him an opportunity on double 10.
140. James requires 40.
Well, let's see where that takes Johnny, how far that will take him in this leg. 3 missed opportunities at double 20, but no mistake with the final one.
Leg, Johnny to throw first, game on.
And James Wade takes another tentative step towards the first European Tour semi-final since the summer of 2023. Will come basically down to who blinks first in the final leg.
It's certainly improved over the last 2.5 legs, but yeah, there's still more work that needs to be done. Johnny Clayton threatening a 5-visit leg, and it would be a third 5-visit leg on the trot in this game, and everything before that was taking 6 or even as many as 8 visits.
Yeah, we had a couple of breaks early on, 1 break apiece in the early exchanges, but since then, hold has been pretty strong in the main, apart from that 22-dart leg for James Wade. Johnny Clayton won't want to hang around too much longer on this.
Johnny Clayton, some leg James in the reverse, game.
Wade was ready to pounce with a big fish, but we are level once again at 3 apiece.
58.
And then he would just drop off and have 3 or 4 trebleless visits and nothing doing at all. But he's back in that treble 20 bed again. And Johnny Clayton really needs to watch himself here. 140, and Wade is down to a finish first. And he finishes like he did in the last leg.
100.
This could be a problem.
3.
Straight up and down shot. And then right back up to tops. That is the best leg of the match. It is a 12-darter, and it is James Wade who is taking control of this. 89 average. Thanks.
Yeah, a little deflection there may have proved influential.
99.
Oh, this one's in the balance. I think a big visit here for Wade, and I think he's more than interested. Ton 40. Not to be. Clayton, I think, might just get let off the hook
65. Johnny,
but he's done it
82.
all of his own making. He's down to 82 after 9 darts.
Will only be 1 dart at tops.
For an instant break back, and that's exactly what he's done. What a measured response that was from Johnny Clayton. Once again, the breaks come in quick succession. It's of the lot. Johnny Clayton needs to make a move now, and it has to be a big move, I think.
59.
We have seen an abundance of 170 checkouts this weekend. 4, maybe 5 off the top of my head. We won't see another one here just when James Wade needed another one.
105. Johnny 146.
57. For another. For double 16. Oh, Johnny Clayton misses a dart to take us the distance.
James requires 65.
Well, that's a brave, bold attempt by Johnny Clayton, but it might all be in vain because James Wade is looking at tops for a passage into the semi-finals, and he has missed 2 match darts. And Johnny Clayton, that valiant attempt in the previous visit, he may well get some form of tangible reward nevertheless. Double 8, just inside. Pursed lips from Clayton. Double 4, anxious times.
8.
And James Wade returns to step up to the plate.
He may miss a couple. He's not going to miss more, is he? Of course he isn't. And James Wade goes on in the Belgian Darts Open. Johnny Clayton beaten in the quarterfinals. He survived match darts against Dirk van Dijvenbode earlier. James Wade was not going to let him off the hook on this occasion. For the first time in this tournament.
And we have 13 legs in this semi-final. We could easily get 15, 16 180s.
Very similar amounts of stage time these two have had as well. Both
165
in their 4 matches prior to this one, both conceding 16 legs over the course of the weekend so far, stretching all the way back to Friday.
180.
So
60. Mike requires
No
60.
excuses as far as energy or game time is concerned. Ross Smith getting in position, but he won't get the opportunity because De Decker has extended his early lead.
Look how tightly knit they are. The most encouraging thing is, Humphries is out of this tournament. We've still got 4 major champions. And we've got 6 perfect darts as well.
Yeah, more importantly, here and now, 6 perfect darts for Ross Smith. My goodness, this would set the cat amongst the proverbials.
His last 9 on the European Tour was against Dimitri van den Berg.
Can he do it against De Decker? No is the answer to that question. The dream dies after 7. But the all-important thing now for Smith is not to lose his way here, just to stay on track and get that break back that he needs to restore parity at 2 apiece.
60.
It's not safe. We're in leg 4. We've already had 5 maximums. Expect
93.
more.
Rush require 81.
That is an alarming number. That is a phenomenal return already, especially in what could be a 10 semi-final. You expect a little bit of caginess, but anything but so far.
Game shot.
And Ross Smith has produced a really strong response. Graft, and he'll grind it out, and I like that about him.
Been around a lot longer than people think. He was actually part of the PDC youth system at the start. Made Lakeside even before that.
Mike require 130.
Well, this is to extend his lead. He had that break of throw in leg 5.
65.
That'll
Rush
do.
require 164.
Could have been better, but it might be enough. And at least he will return.
We've had 10 ton plus checkouts from these two over the
57.
tournament. 10.
Mike requires 65.
Some of them monstrous. Double 4. I'm sorry, double 6.
Game shot.
I'm glad he got it right.
Mike De Decker. 7th gets Ross to throw first.
It's going to be a neutral final.
125.
Look at that. 2-3-6 plays 2-3-6. 4 legs apiece on the scoreboard.
Great recovery. They're both doing it now.
Yeah, the ones on the first dart again. This time it's a treble, but it's still damaging.
Seems to be losing his first dart. There's too many recoveries needed all of a sudden for Mike.
Yeah, and the body language isn't totally encouraging either, if you're a Belgian fan. Treble to lead tops would be nice, and that's exactly what he's got.
Mike require 157.
This would have been for a Mike drop.
57.
Could have gone from silence to ecstasy
40.
in as little as 5 or 6 seconds. But keeping everybody sitting is Ross Smith with a 5-4 lead. Almost eerie in here.
Slap of the 5 per Mike De Decker, trying to just G himself up somehow here. This is there for the taking. Ross Smith on throw, but
140.
hasn't quite taken full control. Has a slender lead, but De Decker is going to eat into this, maybe significantly as well.
140.
Great darts.
Incredible 140 that. Now would be a really good time to get that first ton plus checkout of the match.
Yeah, just what it would do as well in terms of just injecting some confidence, some impetus into his veins. Single 7, so treble 19 would have left a shot, but yeah, that just about
76.
sums up where Mike De Decker's been going of late. Too many slip-ups at pretty important junctures as well. 16 for tops. Oh, he's gone the other way. Double 18.
44.
And it dipped alarmingly.
Mike required 28.
You're still on the stage, Mike. And as long as you are, you still have a chance. He's still there.
Mike De Decker.
This is a bit like when Van Gerwen was winning Dutch Darts Masters. The volume changes when the home favourite is doing stuff like that. That's 10 maximums in this semi.
43.
Remember when Martin Schindler was winning in Wieze last year? It was like this.
Yeah. Many similarities.
42.
Well, Ross Smith has come through 2 last leg deciders so far this weekend. Just the one for Mike De Decker. I just wonder whether that will be a factor as well, should we get there.
140.
Ross Smith is doing all he can to ensure that we don't. He'll want to see this one here and now if he can do, but Mike De Decker's taking full control again, and just look at this. He can't stay away from that treble bed right now.
134.
And he's 60 points away from taking us into a final leg.
I think it is important that both players
100.
have been to a last leg decider.
60.
They're battle hardened. Are we going the distance?
Best of 13.
Game shot
And that is where we're going. It will be
Decker.
unlucky for somebody in this best of 13 encounter.
Well, let's draw a line into what's happened in this leg so far. Mike De Decker has pretty much now got the darts. That in itself is a mission accomplished. How does he use them?
Effectively, maybe.
140.
One or two thought that second dart was in the treble 20. It wasn't, but a ton 40 is priceless right now.
Watch out. Got to switch.
Has to.
Got to go 19s.
99. Mike require 136.
Both on a checkout that requires 2 treble 20s. Their biggest weapon. Can he leave tops?
58.
Can Ross Smith
Ross require 152.
finish with an uppercut?
This would be the biggest checkout of the match so far, but it never really looked likely, in all honesty. 77 scored, so 75 away.
94.
Yeah, tried to leave a shot at double 12.
Mike requires 78.
Oh my goodness, this is close, and it is just going to come down to who can hold it all together. De Decker 78 points away. That does leave double 12. Takes a moment. 2 darts in hand for a passage into his first ever European Tour final, and he's done it on home soil as well. The World Grand Prix champion Mike De Decker keeps the dream alive in Wieze.
Yeah, James Wade is a freak for how he has managed to stay doing this as well as he has for so long. Most players, great players, world champs, world number ones, they don't have the longevity of Wade.
6.
Luke Littler is playing at the top level like James Wade is 20 odd years after his breakthrough, then it'll be astonishing. Double top. 11 darts up.
Good leg James will throw first. Game on.
This game is exactly the same as the other semi-final. It was 2-0, now it's 2-2. And 2 is a very apt number.
Yeah, James Wade is a freak for how he has managed to stay doing this as well as he has for so long. Most players, great players, world champs, world number ones, they don't have the longevity of Wade.
6.
Luke Littler is playing at the top level like James Wade is 20 odd years after his breakthrough, then it'll be astonishing. Double top. 11 darts up.
Good leg James will throw first. Game on.
This game is exactly the same as the other semi-final. It was 2-0, now it's 2-2. And 2 is a very apt number.
140.
Because Littler is the world number 2 and the number 2 seed. Got there in a year. Wade's best ever ranking is 2. Never attained the number 1 spot.
Yeah, despite that proliferation of major titles.
The thing that boggles my mind is that Gary Anderson was a back-to-back world champ and didn't get to world number 1.
Yeah, quite.
Neither did Adrian Lewis. But Littler's spoken in the week, hasn't he, about gunning for Humphries in that number 1 spot.
Yeah, and look, Humphries will be defending a lot of money towards the back end of this year, but
91.
got to have goals and everything, but Littler just wants to win. He's already got the UK Open under his belt this year. It's the only title he's got, one of the big ones.
180.
You're going to win titles, get the biggest ones available. Now, what does Littler do on 133? I'm a big advocate for treble 19 first.
58.
Opens up double-double.
33.
60 doesn't do that.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway.
Do you know what? I think he was going 60, 33 tops.
James, you require 78.
Quite possibly. But James Wade, these are the sorts of finishes which win you games and titles if you keep on taking them out. Oh, he's just... So often you see it where a player moves one way and they sort of throw it back across the line. They overcompensate.
It's flattened out. But it doesn't matter. My word, what's he just done? Today he's already had an in-rhythm flat dart after something flattened out in the 57. You're not going to dominate everyone. At times you're going to have to be reactive. If anything, Littler has been more reactive in this tournament than proactive. And Wade said, didn't he, at the end of last week's UK Open, that he was flagging at the end. He'll be hoping it doesn't hit him again. Because even if he wins this, there's still another match to go.
112.
Knocks a ton off it. He's on a two-darter, threatening to break back. Can't get a go, though. Does get a go. Couldn't find double top Luke Littler.
Always going to be the 10s. Tops with clearance. Right in the centre. Oh, we're going to get another semi-final that goes the distance. Don't just flick a switch and do it, but apparently this young man believes he does.
Well,
125.
it's not dissimilar to Wade, is it? He seems to turn his intensity on and off like a tap. You see him give up in legs if he's 300 points behind. To be fair to him, he's not doing it in this leg. He is concentrating. He's not throwing those darts away.
71.
He doesn't mind losing a leg by 250 points because if the next one is in there, he'll take his chance. He focuses.
Well, well, well.
31.
I suppose he can afford a missed single every now and again. If you're going to do it when your opponent hasn't got a chance.
138.
This is why it's always worth sticking in legs, even if you're a long way back, because James Wade has asked a question of Littler. He has the answer, though, pretty. This is the third time they've met this year. This is the most James Wade has been in the game. But you know what? The numbers are pretty much identical. Littler averaging just over a ton, Wade averaging around that 90 mark. And for all his protestations that it's not about hitting ton averages, it is very, very difficult to win games of darts when the numbers look like that.
And that 118 checkout in the first leg, that seems like a long time ago.
There's only so many rabbits you can pull out of hats before the hat is empty and you've run out of them.
Unless you've got a hat that is like Mary Poppins' handbag.
Even then.
96 after 9, strolling with a 104 average. And strolling potentially to 10 straight wins in the October Hallen, and a date with Destiny
96.
and Mike de Decker.
Luke Littler. That'll do. Leaves himself tops for the match and a spot in the final. One win away from successfully defending the Euro Tour crown that he sensationally took here last year.
They say there's no defence in darts, there's only attack. He attacks, and he could even get defence. He played brilliantly in that game and stops James Wade from getting his first semi-final win on the European Tour for almost 7 years.
55.
Gezi Price beat him in Australia, so he can be beaten, but you've got to live with the scoring.
Yeah, just another footnote about De Souza, by the way. He missed those two-match darts at 5-4. Littler got it back to 5-all. The last 3 darts that De Souza threw that weekend in that final leg A single 5, a single 1, and a single 1. You can't afford to do that against Luke Littler in a deciding leg.
No, you can't.
And the rest, as they say, was history. Ratajski, Heta, Watermaner, Pietreczko and Rob Cross in the final. As Littler
54.
claimed the first of his 2 European Tour titles, looking to make it a hat-trick in tonight's final here in Belgium. Double 10, and there is the first break of throw. And with De Decker having threatened to break just a few moments ago, how quickly the whole mood has changed, and Littler already has a cushion at 3-1. Littler has not had as much turnaround time in between semi-finals, but he was involved in a much briefer semi-final. 142 for a 4-1 lead. Not going to happen for Luke Littler here. De Decker looking at 84 and a break of throw when he returns.
56.
Both struggling with darts either colliding or flopping. Bull. Huge. Keeps him within 1 and takes it back to throw.
Not elated, but satisfied with what he's done so far.
Extraordinary.
Keeping our camera crews on their toes tonight as well, which you always expect with Littler.
Can't thread the needle. And Littler's got 6.
45.
Interesting. He is going round the board
89.
like a tourist.
Yeah, his counting at times is, or his ability just to produce that recall of where to go is just exemplary at times. It is lightning fast, it is so sharp.
56. Game shot on the 6th flag.
That is very orthodox, but it is 4-2. 3 breaks on the spin, 2 of them for Littler, and he's back in charge once again. And there, Mike De Decker thinking, OK, well, I got the break back, but guess what? I've got to do it all over again.
Cut your hand.
Well, the other thing, I mean, I think this is being played at exactly the right pace for Littler as well. I thought there were times when he played James Wade where he was hanging around at the front of the stage for a long time, and he just lost a little bit of rhythm. Didn't count against him in the end, but this is more like it for Littler. He'll be happy with the way this match is being played, the tempo of it.
78.
Not quite down to a finish first on throw, so De Decker, well, he might get another break here if he gets his act together with this visit.
65.
Well, it's OK, but it could have been a lot better. He's got a chance. It's a big chance, it's an outside chance, but a chance nevertheless.
Brilliant use of the board. De Decker needs to hit back with the first ton plus check out of the final. Needs a 60. Needs a double 18.
Game shot on the 7th flag.
He has got the break back once again. I thought it was a tall order to get 2 breaks, but he has got the second break of serve.
It's better than hitting a ton off a max.
140.
Incredible leg.
Yeah,
And if De Decker wants another break of throw, he's going to have to take this in 6.
He needs mistake. He needs snookers really in this one, De Decker, I think.
100.
It's just a ton.
81.
11 darts maybe incoming here for Littler. There's the treble 19, and there is not the double 12, but can he find double 6?
Game shot on the 9th flag. Blue Littler.
I was reluctant to use the word inevitability about Littler getting to this final, but I just thought it was written in the stars this weekend, and I think there is now a sense of inevitability about the outcome of this match.
It just had to be, didn't it?
I think your little subplot might well come to fruition. Let's just see. This would be something. De Decker's on double 18, so let's just see if Littler can find this. Loads of room to that right-hand side. Oh, and he would have enjoyed that so much. He would have fancied himself on that bullseye. 36 here, though, for De Decker for another break of throw.
Needs it. Double 9 again.
Yeah.
Survival from MDD. Littler might get another chance.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you told Mike De Decker at the start of play in this final that he would break the Littler throw 3 times.
Do not let Littler get a shot for the match. But he's got one. And you guessed it. It's 170 again.
100. Luke Rakai, 170.
Well, here we go. What a way to finish this would be. It could happen, you know. It could well happen. Look at his eyes lights up. He's tempted.
130.
Oh, my word.
The camera thought it was going there.
The housery from Littler. He loves doing that. That is Dave Pallett-like in disappointing a crowd on the European tour.
Well, he has still got to take out tops.
100.
It looks a formality.
Luke Rakai, 40.
But the Decker waiting just in case. Double 20 for Luke Littler, who reigns supreme in Belgium once again.
Belgian Darts Open champion, Luke Littler.
Littler retains the crown that he won 12 months ago, and he just keeps on producing the titles, and he just keeps on producing the extraordinary. It's a third European Tour title for the teenager. The 18-year-old wins again in Belgium.